Okay, settle down, settle down. I've got some ideas for Volume 2 of Stranger Things, alrighty? We're in the final season. That means we're going to keep the story very focused and the plot incredibly tight, and nothing crazy is going to happen outside the bounds of the rules we've already set up. What do you think? You like that? No, you don't? Why? Okay, second idea then. Vecna versus Will and the kids from Hawkins. What do we think? No? Okay, what? Y'all want an overcomplicated plot and you want more layers than necessary? Why are you cheering? What? It's like you guys want a lot of unnecessary exposition? You do? Okay. That explains Volume 2 of Stranger Things. Let's just get into my review. What's going on, you guys? James here with another real review for Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 2. That's episodes 5 through 7. Happy holidays to everybody. I hope you all have had a relaxing and blessed holiday season. I know the Lord has been good to me. I mean, every season that I get to see, I'm blessed to see it, and I thank God for it. So today, we're going to get into something that I might not be so positive on, and that is Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 2. Now, guys, I've had a lot of thoughts I've shared on my X account, and I usually don't agree with a lot of the film and TV discourse on that app, but in this instance, I agree with almost all of it because it is not great, you guys. Boy, oh boy. Before we even get into my thoughts, though, if it is your first time here at the channel, welcome to Real James, where I love talking about movies and TV. So in 2026, make me your home for film and TV talk, especially news about things like the Dragon King. You'll love that. I got you on that. So hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, tap on that bell, hit the thumbs up button. It helps the channel and this video a lot. And get loud in the comments below and let me know. Do you agree that Season 5, Volume 2 has ruined the series, or do you still think that this is a very good run of episodes? Because, hey, if you do, I'm happy, but your boy does not like episodes 5 through 7. Now, if you're unfamiliar with where we're at in the story, no real spoilers here, but basically, Will and the kids from Hawkins, including some adults, are trying their hardest to devise a plan to stop Vecna from literally taking over the world, or pushing both of them together. It makes sense if you watch Volume 2. Now, while I believe episodes 5, 6, and 7 are a little bit longer than the first run of episodes in Volume 1, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. It could have been shorter. You could have saved half of the stuff you gave us because not all of it warranted such a long runtime. But what's ahead, right? We got the actual final episode, the final episode ever of Stranger Things, the finale for the series, is on New Year's Eve, December 31st at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, that hasn't really changed. I think that's been the same. So if you have nothing else to do on New Year's Eve, watch it. But it's like 2.5 hours, I think. So it's a lot of time away from your loved ones on that holiday. So I would say spend time with your loved ones. But that's just me. So, all right, guys, let's get into my thoughts now, because we're picking up where we left off with Volume 1, which is Vecna and Will are simpatico. It's very gringo of me to say. But seriously, we're discovering Will and his newfound powers and some secrets he wants to reveal as well. So this is sort of more focused on Will, and I guess, I don't know. Let's just get into the positives, because I have so many more negatives than positives here. The positives are okay. There are instances where I remember how great this show used to be, and that does come in the form of some of the action, and I do like some of the VFX we got here as well. Some of the set pieces and set designs looked good. I still don't like a lot of the green and blue screens that they use on this show. I just think it's too noticeable in this season alone, but there were some instances where I'm like, dang, I like what they're doing, especially with David Harbour's character. And while I don't believe Millie Bobby Brown is turning in her best performance in this season, she, at least with David Harbour's character, Hopper, they have some good chemistry. So there are some instances where the chemistry still works with our characters, like even Steve and Dustin. They share a very emotional moment this episode, or this run of episodes, where you get them really just opening up to one another, and I like that a lot, and I wanted more of that. Duffer brothers, why did we not get more character-driven moments that were focused like this? I really enjoy also them sort of building the world out However, it's the way in which they did it that I didn't love, and I'll save that for the negatives. I also thought that, hey, I mean, there were some elements of horror here that kind of worked, like the suspense and I don't love horror at all, but there were some like thrilling moments. I'm really trying, guys, to give this volume at least its fair shake, and I did. I watched all the episodes, of course, and listen, I didn't go into it hating it, but I came out of it hating it. So last positive here, because I have a whole lot of thoughts for the negatives, but the last positive I want to really like dive into is the fact that there are instances where I think to myself, hey, these two actors need more screen time. And the two actors that come to mind here are McLaughlin and Sadie Sink. Now, I understand why Sadie Sink didn't get like the most screen time, because her character's like in that trance or coma and so on and so forth. But McLaughlin, like, this guy can act his tail off, all right? And it is completely unjustified why we didn't get more Lucas in this volume or in the season alone. I'll be completely honest. We only got one episode left, so by now, if you didn't give him enough screen time, that's it, all right? So I really like Lucas. He's arguably my favorite character in Stranger Things. So when season 5 was announced and so on and so forth, I thought, all right, this is his season, right? There's one singular moment in season 5, volume 2, where it proved exactly why I really wanted him to get more screen time. He shares a moment with Max, and I thought, woo, this is heartfelt. It's real. It's emotional. It's just so vulnerable for the character of Lucas. And the only person that could have brought that out was McLaughlin, right? Why didn't we get more of that? And that's what bugs me beyond belief. Like, the creative choices here just really, really boggle my mind. McLaughlin did a very good job, and he is the MVP of Volume 2. We just don't get the MVP enough. Right? He's like, it's baffling to me. Again, that's the word I'm going to be using a lot today. So I'm looking at my notes to see if there's any more positives, and I don't see any more positives, guys. So listen here. Y'all thought I was joking in my intro, but I definitely was not, because it's time for the negatives, and I'm gonna go straight from the heart and off the top of the dome here, okay? Because there are things I want to get to, but there are so many areas of deficiency in Volume 2 where this show just unnecessarily complicates itself, and that's really where I want to start. Because while I understand in the final season of a show that is as storied as Stranger Things, you kind of want to deliver the goods, right? You want to maybe build out things a little bit, but they built out things too much to the point where they added layers to a show that is already kind of dragging itself to the finish line. The pacing is so horrendous in Volume 2 to where I was falling asleep in almost every episode, you guys. It's just unnecessary how many layers they add to a show that's already sort of sinking under the pressure of its own mythology. Like, the Duffer brothers did something in episode 6, if I'm not mistaken, where it just completely undoes all the goodwill that they bought in me and many others in season 4. You can have a world that you are continuously building out, but when they made this story decision with the Upside Down in episode 6, I thought to myself, are you out of your minds? This does not need to happen. Now, of course, what needs to happen and what does happen, it's very subjective, I get it. But objectively speaking, there was zero reason to add and overcomplicate to a plot like this. You needed something more focused, you needed more character-driven moments, and you needed time for things to breathe. And I'm fully aware of that. Saying that with a show that has runtimes like this is crazy. But listen here. There are so many wasted scenes in Volume 2 where I'm thinking to myself, they're speaking, but I'm feeling nothing. And that's due in large part to the writing, but also to the acting. I do think that this season is suffering in the acting department. McLaughlin, David Harbour, I mean, they're doing a good job, but they cannot shoulder the entire load here. I mean, I hate to say it, but Millie Bobby Brown, who I think is a good actress in this show, is entering into the season with, and I get it, The writers are weird, but she's entering into the season with little to no emotion. I cannot tell you that I'm getting anything from her performance, and there are some emotional scenes, at least on the surface, to which she then conveys zero emotion in her face. So I'm struggling in that department. I also don't think bringing back Hallie was a good idea. It did not pay off at all in Volume 2. And also, I mean, yeah, maybe it pays off in Volume 3, but I'm tired of waiting. This show needs to move forward. The progress is continuing to be stopped because of very, I would say, terrible storylines that they're introducing. There really was zero reason for the scripts to be this bad. We had enough time in between these seasons, and the Duffer brothers did reveal that they knew the secret of the Upside Down in season 1. Well, darn it, you should have told somebody, because maybe they would have convinced you not to go that route. I just, the writing is all over the place, and sadly, they're still using the Lord's name in vain way too much for my liking. So again, fillers, then you have dialogue that just doesn't land for me. I mean, these characters and the way they're speaking, it's like they lost all the charm from seasons 1 through 3, and even 4, they had good moments of dialogue. So basically, everything leading up to season 5 should have been the culmination of the greatest moments of Stranger Things. And instead, season 5 feels like it's played its greatest hits way too much, and it has nothing else to offer and bring to the table. And there were some really mind-boggling moments when it came to characters like Vecna. And no shade to the actor, Jamie something, it's going to bother me, I believe that's his name. Maybe I'm wrong here, correct me if I'm wrong. The acting is good there, but they do something with Vecna that completely strips away any intimidation factor for the character. Because there were moments, especially in season 4, where I'm like, oh homeboy, I'm a little scared right now. But then in season 5, in volume 2, they do something and I'm like, okay, who cares? Vecna ain't that strong. Like, why are we doing this to characters who should have been like this villain should have been the big bad? And instead, he feels like second fiddle to something else that's out there that the Duffer brothers are probably going to throw into the finale. I just hated what they did with Vecna here. And also, I don't like them using exposition. If y'all heard that, it wasn't you, it was on my end. That might have been the Duffer brothers. Are they coming? But when it comes to the actual, explanation of things, like, I get it. There's a lot here, and it is way overcomplicated for no reason. But I was following along just fine. However, I think that the writers and the directors think the audience is dumb, because there was something they revealed in episode 6 that they then had to use Dustin for in episode 7 to explain yet again. And I'm thinking to myself, why so much over exposition? Like, this is so expository for no reason. Show us things. Like, just do the things. Why are we continuing to harp on what you just talked about? It blows my mind, because this show was so very good at showing and not always telling. But in season 5, especially in volume 2, y'all are yapping. Just yapping. Like, and none of the conversations really gripped me at all. So I'm sitting here watching these conversations take place, and I can't tell you I'm connecting to any of it. And that's because they don't do a very good job with character moments in season 5. And I know I talked about it in my volume 1 review, but this season takes a turn and focuses too much on a single character, Holly Wheeler, that I think destroys this season for me. And Holly doesn't seem to be a bad character. Like, I understand her importance, but there's an overemphasis on her character. And I'm sorry, the acting, not to be harsh, because child actors have a lot of room to grow, and I know she probably will. The acting and the line delivery here is pretty bad. It's not convincing at all. And the worst part about it is, because they put an overemphasis on Holly Wheeler, all of our legacy characters are here just withering away. Like, they're just there to push a scene forward, maybe. Or they're plot devices now. And I don't love that. Why did we not just get a season focused on Vecna versus Will and the kids from Hawkins? Awesome. But no, we got to introduce everything else. And forget the Mind Flayer, because that was a huge tease at the end of season 4, and we're not getting any of that in season 5 so far. So just baffles me. A lot of the creative decisions they've made. The writing is atrocious, I think, in season 5. This, to me, so far, and I don't know if the finale can save it, this is the worst season of Stranger Things. And that's really disappointing because there was so much promise leading up to season 5, not just volumes 1 and 2, just the entire season in general. So, yeah, guys, I mean, I don't understand why this product is as bad as it is now. And I hate the fact that they made that decision with the story and the upside down, because what they do is unravel everything that they were building up, and it just lessens the importance of Vecna, of a lot of the different plots that they were developing, those storylines, and I don't know. It really falls flat for me. There are too many twists and turns that just land like a thud, like a heavy weight on the ground, and do not add, in my opinion, to the plot at all. We also just tend to meander. Like, there's so many conversations where they're meandering. So, yeah, man. Season 5, Volume 2 just ain't it, all right? It is, golly, this might be the worst run of episodes in this entire show. It's just bad. It proves to me that they probably should have just dropped all of this at once, to be completely honest with you. I don't think week to week would have been good for this season, but I know why Netflix did Volume 1, Volume 2, and then Volume 3. I technically, behind the scenes, I know why. I don't know if I want to say it, but it is just lacking. This entire season so far has been one underwhelming storyline after another. There's just so much that they could have done that they didn't do. So if I had to rate Season 5, Volume 2, it's probably going to be like a 2 out of 5. Yeah, like a 2 out of 5, I guess. I can't give it a 1.5. That's really bad. But yeah, like a 2 out of 5. You know, it's a whole star lower than Volume 1, which I gave like a 3 out of 5, I think. Hold me accountable if I didn't, but it's how it is in my mind right now. So yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Stranger Things Season 5 is just, what a disappointing run of episodes so far. Can the finale save this? I don't think so, but I'm going in with an open mind. So when that drops and I am able to watch it, I will give you all my thoughts. So subscribe to the channel, guys. Don't forget to follow along. I'm usually not this negative, and that's why I'm like really kind of surprised at how this season so far has elicited such a reaction like this out of me. So yeah, guys, if I ain't nothing else, I'm honest. So I can't lie, and I'm a bad liar. So I'm just going to continue to give you my honest, raw thoughts on Stranger Things Season 5. But what do you think so far? Do you agree with me? Do you love this somehow? Or is it just as bad as I'm saying it is? Let me know in the comments below. But y'all, there you have it. Those are all my thoughts on Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 2. Here's to hoping the finale is okay. Because if okay is fine, you know, for me. The okay is great this season. Now, if I don't think it can be amazing based on everything, but we'll see what happens. Man, there's just like even that scene with Will and the big reveal that we knew about. Like, it's not that the scene is inherently bad. It's just the way they executed it was just terrible. So, yeah, there's a lot of that. All right, I need to get off this camera because like I'm gonna continue to go down this rabbit hole and maybe spoil something on accident. So, alrighty, y'all. Again, thanks so much for watching. God bless you guys. Happy holidays. And I'll catch you at the next screening. Vecna ain't nothing.